Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you all doing well. Well, in this video, we will learn learning pronouns through the poem, the partial explanation. Okay, now I will introduce my group. So, please enjoy this video. Everyone, my name is Helder Agusteo. Now, I want to introduce our group.
My name is Muhammad Farizal.
Bulan Fadilah.
Now, we go to the material. The Partial Explanation by Charles Simic. Seems like a long time since the waiter took my order. Creamy later luncheonette, snow falling outside. Seems like it has grown dark since I last heard the kitchen door behind my back. Since I last noticed anyone pass on the street. A glass of ice water keeps me company at this table I chose myself upon entering. And a longing, incredible longing, to eavesdrop on the conversation of cook. Baik, setelah kalian melihat video poem tersebut, now I want to explain the video about the poem. This poem describes a unique experience and view of life. Through carefully chosen words, the author invites us to think about the meaning behind each line. Jadi, puisi ini menggambarkan pengalaman dan pandangan hidup yang unik. Melalui kata-kata yang dipilih dengan cermat, penulis mengajak kita untuk merenungkan makna di setiap baris. This poem made by Charles Simic. Now we go to the objective, what we can learn from this video. First, student can understand the content of the poem, the partial explanation. And number two, student can pronounce the words in the poem correctly. And three, student can discuss how pronunciation affect the meaning of the poem. Baik, yang selanjutnya akan dijelaskan oleh teman saya.
So, what is poetry? Poetry is a literary form that uses language to evoke emotions, convey ideas, or tell stories in a concentrated and often rhythmic or structured manner. It emphasizes the aesthetic qualities of words, such as their sound, rhythm, and meaning, often employing devices like metaphor, simile, and symbolism, and imagery. Jadi, puisi adalah sebuah bentuk sastra yang menggunakan kata-kata untuk menyentuh perasaan, menyampaikan gagasan, atau menceritakan sesuatu dengan cara yang padat dan indah. Puisi sering bermain dengan bunyi, irama, dan makna, menggunakan perangkat seperti metafora, simile, simbol, dan imajinasi untuk menciptakan pengalaman yang mendalam bagi pembacanya. So, after knowing what poetry is, we will continue to know about the meaning of the poem, The Partial Explanation. The Partial Explanation is a poem by Charles Simic that captures the feeling of loneliness and isolation. It describes a solitary dinner in a restaurant, reflecting on their surrounding and emotion. Simic's imagery is simple yet profound, drawing attention to the small, unnoticed moment in life that can carry the meaning. Jadi, puisi karya Charles Simic yaitu The Partial Explanation menggambarkan rasa kesepian dan keterasingan. Puisi ini menceritakan seseorang yang makan sendirian di sebuah restoran, merenungkan suasana di sekitarnya dan perasaannya. Imajinasi yang digunakan Simic sederhana tapi mendalam, menyoroti momen-momen kecil dalam hidup yang ternyata penuh makna. After we know the meaning of the poem, we will know the theme of the poem. The theme of the poem, The Partial Explanation by Charles Simic, can be classified as lyric poetry. Lyric poems often focus on personal emotions, thoughts, and experience using vivid imagery and evocative language to express these feelings. Jadi, puisi The Partial Explanation dari Charles Simic termasuk dalam genre puisi lirik. Puisi jenis ini biasanya menyoroti perasaan, pikiran, atau pengalaman pribadi dengan bahasa yang penuh emosi dan imajinasi yang kuat. Dalam puisi ini, Simic menggambarkan tema kesepian dan keterasingan lewat sosok seorang yang makan sendirian. Suasana yang sederhana itu justru menjadi ruang untuk merenung, mengungkapkan perasaan yang sering kali tak terucap, dan mencerminkan emosi universal yang bisa dirasakan oleh siapa saja. So, we already know what poetry is, what the meaning of the poem, the partial explanation is, and also the theme of the poem. Now, we move on to the definition of pronouns that we will learn today. So, what is pronouns? Pronouns means to articulate or say a word, phrase, or sound aloud in a way that reflects the correct or accepted manner of speaking in particular language. Pronunciation involves the production of specific sounds, including the correct stress, intonation, and rhythm. Jadi, pronouns berarti mengucapkan sebuah kata, frasa, atau bunyi dengan benar sesuai aturan atau kebiasaan dalam suatu bahasa. Ketika kita berbicara, bagaimana kita mengatur bunyi, tekanan, dan intonasi akan menentukan apakah ucapan kita terdengar jelas dan dipahami oleh orang lain. After we know about pronouns, we move on to understanding each stanza. So, the first stanza. Seems like a long time since the weather took my order. Creamy little landscape, the snow falling outside. So, the opening stanza sets the scene, describing the speaker's perception of time dragging on. The phrase "creamy little landscape" paints a picture of simple, possible unclean dinner, reflecting the dreariness of the moment. The falling snow outside adds a sense of coldness and isolation, enhancing the lonely and detached mood. Jadi, pembuka ini kayak menggambarkan suasana hati narator yang diliputi rasa sepi dan waktu yang terasa lambat. Kata dari "creamy little landscape" memberi kesan tempat yang sederhana, bahkan kumuh, yang mencerminkan keseruman suasana hati. Salju yang turun di luar menambahkan elemen isolasi dan dingin, memperkuat tema itu sendiri. Seems like it has grown darker since I last heard the kitchen door behind my back. The speaker nods as if in atmosphere, it feels as though the space has become more darker. Perhaps both literally and metaphorically, the sounds of the kitchen door closing behind them symbolize a barrier between the speaker and others, emphasizing their isolation from the world around them. Narator merasakan perubahan suasana seolah-olah ruangan menjadi lebih gelap, baik secara literal maupun metaforis. Pintu dapur yang tertutup di belakangnya menandakan jarak fisik dan emosional antara dirinya dan orang lain. Ini menekankan rasa terputus dari lingkungan di sekitarnya. Since I last noticed anyone pass on the street. The absence of people passing by on the street underscores the theme of solitude. The speaker's attention to this detail reflects their heightened awareness of their own loneliness and the lack of connection with the outside world. Jadi, narator mencatat ketiadaan gerakan atau aktivitas di luar jendela. Jalan yang sepi mencerminkan suasana batin narator yang hampa dan sunyi. Ketidakadaan interaksi manusia ini semakin menonjolkan tema dari poem tersebut, yaitu isolasi. A glass of ice water keeps me company. At this table I choose myself upon entering. The speaker remarks that their only companion is a glass of ice water, cold and lifeless. The choice of the table was their own, perhaps symbolizing a voluntary isolation. But it may now feel like a regrettable decision. This line captures a sense of quiet self-awareness about their situation. Jadi satu-satunya teman narator adalah segelas air es, benda mati yang dingin dan tak responsif. Kalimat "table I choose myself" mengisyaratkan bahwa narator secara sadar memilih posisi ini, yang mungkin menunjukkan rasa ingin menyendiri, tetapi kemudian diiringi rasa penyesalan. And the longing, incredibly longing, to eavesdrop on the conversation of cooks. This stanza reveals the speaker's deep yearning for connection. The incredible longing to eavesdrop signifies a desire to feel part of something. Even if it's just overhearing a casual conversation, this longing highlights the human need for interaction and the pain of being excluded from it. Jadi di sini, narator menunjukkan kerinduan yang mendalam untuk merasakan koneksi manusia. Bahkan melalui cara sederhana seperti mencuri dengar percakapan para koki. Keinginan ini mengungkapkan paradoks meskipun narator berada di ruang publik, merasa terasingi dan mendambakan hubungan dengan orang lain.
Now, let's practice pronounce the poem in each stanza. Repeat after me. Waiter, waiter. Order, order. Grammy, Grammy. Loungeonate, Loungeonate. Darker, darker. Kitchen, kitchen. Notice, notice. Street, street. Ice water, ice water. Company, company. Table, table. Entering, entering. Longing, longing. Incredible, incredible. F-drop, F-drop. Conversation, conversation. Cooks, cooks.
Baik, setelah kita melihat penjelasan dan materi yang sudah dijelaskan sebelumnya, now we going to the exercise. In the poem, The Partial Explanation by Charles Simic, what is the main subject? A. The sadness of lost love. B. The experience of visiting a simple cafe. C. The feeling of loneliness after a full conversation. D. Loss of self-identity. Which writing style does Charles Simic use in his poetry? A. Realistic. B. Surrealistic. C. Romantic. D. Modernist. The meaning of the sentence seems like a long time is A. The food took a very long time to arrive. B. The auditory conversation seems like a long time. C. Unfamiliar figure seems like a long time ago. D. The dark atmosphere seems like a long time. The sitting room's little loungeette means A. A clean and cozy place to eat. B. A rough and tumbleweed location. C. A modern restaurant with elegant decor. D. Classic cafe with a traditional feel. Element of surrealism can be seen. A. Detailed description of the place to eat. B. Strengths of conversation between the people. C. Unusual visual image. D. Deep emotional statement. The conclusion of the poem, The Partial Explanation by Charles Simic, is that life often provides a narrow understanding of the human experience. In the poem, Simic described the scene of an individual sitting alone in a shaded tavern, waiting for food while feeling isolated and lonely. Jadi kesimpulan dari puisi The Partial Explanation karya Charles Simic itu kurang lebih ngomongin soal hidup yang sering cuman ngasih kita pemahaman setengah-setengah aja, gak pernah full. Di puisi ini Simic ngegambarin seseorang yang lagi duduk sendirian di kedai sederhana, nungguin makanan di tengah hujan. Walaupun kayak cuman momen biasa, ternyata itu nunjukin perasaan kesepian dan pengen ngerti lebih banyak tentang hidup. Tapi ya, hidup sering gitu, cuman kasih kita potongan-potongan kecil tanpa penjelasan lengkap, bikin kita sadar kalau hidup itu emang gak selalu jelas dan penuh tanda tanya.